Now, I'm assuming that you probably, in terms of your work, you are working with others, you're working in some coalitions of some form or other. Could you talk just a bit about how you go about doing that?
Sure. One of the things about policy research, or applied research generally, is you want it to have an effect. If it's to have an effect, people need to know about it, think about it, engage with it. And that doesn't happen by itself. The incentives that drive academics are often, researchers generally, are often driven by extraneous things like getting publications in peer-reviewed journals about their success in getting grant applications funded and things of that sort. Whereas the policymaker and the practitioner has a different set of things they want. They want things in a different form, so the academic paper is not a good vehicle. So, first of all, quite a lot of what we do is helping, particularly academics, for whom this is not natural territory, to present their results of what they do in these accessible forms. But then that's not enough. You have to bring the results of research to the attention of people who need it, and that won't happen by itself. So what we do is run a lot of workshops, seminars, launches, discussions, conferences, things of that sort, where we bring together the partners in these kinds of activities. So we would bring together the policymakers, the academics, the researchers, and also the practitioners. So, for example, in education, teachers are a very important part of that, even though they're not themselves people who make policy. So we do a lot of that, as it were, downstream of the grant. But there's an equally important element, which I think is new, certainly new for us, and it's becoming more common in the way we work, which is to work, as it were, upstream of the grant. So if you think of the decision about the grant itself, do we make the grant support this research or not? The formulation of the questions, the methodologies, the objectives have increasingly, we find, become more of a collective exercise. So we're trying to involve in that the policymakers and the practitioners. So as well as having discussions after the research is over about what the results of the research are showing, you might also have discussions upstream to try and work out precisely what questions should be asked, how they should be asked, what methodologies you should be using. And the advantage of that, of course, is that the policymakers, the practitioners and others are involved in formulation and therefore kind of buy into the interest of the project from the beginning.
Right.
So you have a much better chance, I think, of people thinking seriously about what the results of this endeavour are telling you.
So feeling some ownership then.
Yeah.